What's up, everyone? Before we dive into today's topic, I need to address something important. On Wednesday, October 29th, we published a video about Celer Network, calling it the hidden crypto toll booth, and I got some critical price data wrong. Big shout out to Roger in the comments who did his own research and caught my mistakes. This is exactly what I want from this community. People who verify information and hold me accountable. Roger, thank you for taking the time to fact-check and correct us. That's what building generational wealth is all about. Accurate information and due diligence. So I deleted that video to prevent anyone else from seeing and hearing any inaccurate data. And today, we're doing this right. I've pulled fresh data directly from CoinMarketCap, and we're going to do a proper educational deep dive on Celer Network. Let's talk about why CELR, sitting at just over half a cent and down 97% from its all-time high, might actually be a hidden gem for patient investors. All right, let's start with the accurate numbers as of today, October 30th, 2025. Current price, just over half a cent per token, specifically 57 ten-thousandths of a dollar. Market cap, approximately $43 million. Circulating supply, 7.8 billion CELR tokens out of a maximum supply of 10 billion. 24-hour trading volume, approximately 3.5 million. All-time high, around 19 cents, which it hit back in September 2021. Current drawdown, down approximately 97% from that all-time high. Now, let's put that 97% drop in perspective. If you bought CELR at its peak in 2021, every $1,000 you invested would be worth about $30 today. That's brutal. But here's the flip side. If CELR ever recovers to that 19-cent all-time high from today's price of just over half a cent, that's a potential 3,200% gain. Your $1,000 becomes over $33,000. The question is, does the technology and use case justify that kind of recovery potential? Let's break down what Celer Network actually does. Celer Network is a Layer 2 scaling solution that uses something called state channel technology. Now, I know that sounds technical, so let me break it down in plain English. The problem Celer solves. Ethereum and other blockchains have a congestion problem. Every transaction has to be recorded on-chain, which means high gas fees during busy periods, slower transaction times, limited scalability for mass adoption. How Celer's state channels work. Think of it like a bar tab. Instead of paying for every single drink individually and waiting for the bartender to process each payment, you open a tab, order all night, and settle up once at the end. Celer does the same thing with blockchain transactions. 1. Two parties open a state channel by locking funds in a smart contract. 2. They conduct unlimited transactions off-chain, instant and nearly free. 3. Only the final settlement gets recorded on-chain. This means you get near-instant transactions, milliseconds instead of minutes, minimal fees, pennies instead of dollars, massive scalability, thousands of transactions per second. But here's where it gets really interesting. Celer's cBridge is their decentralized cross-chain bridge that supports over 40 different blockchains. This isn't just about scaling Ethereum. It's about connecting the entire crypto ecosystem. You can transfer tokens from Ethereum to Polygon, BSC to Avalanche, Arbitrum to Optimism, and 37 plus other combinations. All with low fees and fast settlement times. It's like having a universal translator for blockchains. The technology works by locking your assets on the source chain and unlocking equivalent assets on the destination chain through off-chain consensus routing. No wrapped tokens, no complicated multi-step processes, just seamless transfers. So why am I calling CELR a potential hidden gem at just over half a cent? 3 reasons. Reason number 1. Real, live technology. This isn't vaporware. Celer Network is operational right now. The cBridge has processed billions of dollars in cross-chain transfers. The technology works, it's being used, and it's solving real problems in the crypto ecosystem. Reason number 2. The interoperability narrative. We're moving toward a multi-chain future. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, they're not going away. But they need to talk to each other. Cross-chain bridges like cBridge become critical infrastructure in that world. Think about the internet in the 1990s. Different networks couldn't communicate until protocols like TCP/IP became standard. Celer is positioning itself as that kind of foundational infrastructure for crypto. Reason number 3, the risk-reward math. At a $44 million market cap, CELR is tiny. For context, Arbitrum's market cap is around $1.6 billion. Even if CELR captured just 5% of the Layer 2 market, that's a 10 to 20x from here. Now, I'm not saying CELR will definitely reach those levels. That 97% drawdown tells you the market has serious doubts. But from a risk-reward perspective for a small position in your portfolio, the math is interesting. The risks you need to know. Let's be real about the downsides. Competition is fierce. Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism all have more funding and adoption. That 97% drop happened for a reason. Market sentiment is bearish on CELR. Low market cap means high volatility. This can swing 20 to 30% in a day. Regulatory uncertainty. Cross-chain bridges have been targets for hacks and regulatory scrutiny. This is a high-risk, high-reward play. If you're considering CELR, it should be a small percentage of your portfolio that you can afford to lose. So there you have it. The accurate educational breakdown of Celer Network at just over half a cent. Key takeaways. 1. CELR is down 97% from all-time high, but has real working technology. 2. State channels and cBridge solve genuine scalability and interoperability problems. 3. At a $42 million market cap, there's significant upside if adoption grows. 4. High risk, but interesting risk-reward for patient investors. Again, massive thanks to Roger for keeping us honest. That's the kind of community I want to build here. People who verify, research, and hold each other accountable. If you appreciate the transparency and educational approach, hit that like button. If you want more accurate crypto analysis for building generational wealth, subscribe and turn on notifications. For trending topics and actionable crypto insights, join our Insiders Club on our website at GenerationalWealth.biz. For the rest of the year, we're offering new members access for only $3 per month. Do your own research. Verify everything I've said on CoinMarketCap. Quick disclaimer. I'm not a licensed financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. Crypto is volatile. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Do your own research. Thank you for being valued members of the Generational Wealth community. See you on the next one.